What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another segment of Roundtable with the Average Joes. I'm Islander Fig, and I'm going to be hosting this week because we decided to kind of mix it up a little bit, get it fresh, kind of throw some other ideas into this little segment that we have. So with further ado, let me introduce to you the other members of the Joe, starting with the usual host, Muggin.
What up? New week, new roundtable.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I mean, it's, I'm going.
Glad you're here.
I'm ready to talk about some games.
Yeah, for sure. So let me also get the third member of our group, McBoss Nasty.
Yes, sir. Right here. Nothing much. What up, everybody?
Glad everyone's here. So we got a big topic today. So the topic is going to be subscription-based gaming. Now, with that being said, we have two examples that we're actually going to dive into. One being Origins Premier and Xbox Game Pass. So let me break down each different service so everyone that's watching is a little familiar with what we're talking about. Starting with Origins Premier. Origins is owned by EA, and it's actually kind of their platform for their games. So you're able to get your gaming library there. You can buy games in their store, access in-game content, DLCs, etc. Well, they have a package or a subscription that they're introducing called Origins Premier. And with that, it's going to be a fee. It's going to be a monthly fee. As long as you pay your fee, they're introducing the concept of you get a full game before launch. So games include FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and eventually Anthem, which I think is releasing next year. I'm not sure.
Early 2019.
Yes. So we got another title in
February, I believe, actually.
There you go. Perfect. So we got another title that's going to be releasing next year that's going to be included for free as long as you pay the subscription. With that, you're also going to get 10% discount on in-game content or on Origin purchases. So DLC, microtransactions, you actually get a 10% discount as long as you have that subscription paid. So the price point that they have for Origins, $14.99 a month, or they have a $100 a year subscription. So as long as you pay that, you get all of that. Plus, they have games in their vault. So older Battlefield franchise games like 1, 3, and 4. I think, is there 4? Or Battlefield 3? Whatever.
There is a 4. 5 is coming out, remember?
Thank you. Okay, all the games are available in their library. So that's Origins Premier. $14.99 a month, $100 a year. Xbox Game Pass. That's another subscription-based service provided by Microsoft. So kind of the same concept. Theirs is only $9.99 a month. And with that subscription, you get unlimited access to over 100 Xbox One games and Xbox 360 games that they're constantly pulling into their vaults. Older titles, but they're also including it to newer titles. PJ, Forza Horizon 4 is going to be included for free as long as you pay that $10 a month subscription. And Crackdown 3. So 2 newer titles that will be available to you for launch. They already did it for State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves. So they've already went the same route with newer titles being free as long as you pay the subscription. And same thing, 10% discount on the Microsoft Store for microtransaction, DLC, all that crap. And again, they don't have a year program for it, but only $9.99 a month. And you get all of that for the Xbox Game Pass. This is kind of a newer concept that we thought would be a good roundtable idea to talk about if we like this or not. So the first question I got to the Joes are, what are your original thoughts of this Netflix, Hulu-esque gaming subscriptions? Muggin, what's your original thoughts, bro?
I was about to ask. I'd like to kind of take this one. So my first original thought would be, I would have to go back to last week's roundtable when we were talking about game streaming. I could see this as being the first major step towards that. If these people are already offering their games as a service, what's more convenient than downloading it and owning it? streaming it. I mean,
Okay.
I could definitely see that as
So-
being a big first step.
So you like this idea? Do you like the gaming subscription idea?
I mean, I don't dislike it. I use it right now, so I mean, I'm enjoying it. I think it's totally worth it. It's super convenient. It all of the games from that particular provider are going to be in the same launcher, which that's great
Right.
for me. I love that. With Battlefield, it goes one step further, and all of the Battlefield games are in the Battlefield games. You can launch them each
Right.
from the, so I mean, convenience factor is there. Affordability, I honestly don't have much else to say about that.
Well, you kind of like the concept of paying a fixed lower price a month than having to shell out $60 a game.
Yeah, 100%. But well, I can't say 100% because I still want to buy games. But if those games were
Yeah.
available through a service like this, would I? I don't know.
Good point. I love it. McBoss Nasu, how are you feeling about this idea of the system-based gaming?
So for someone like me that already has, I was doing a little research into seeing like what they offer game wise because I don't look into it because I don't care for the. I would just rather buy the game, than like I guess in a way like pretend to own it. But anyway, I'm not really a fan. Mainly because when I look at the list of games on both sides, I already have most of them owned.
Right, so you're more on the side of like actually wanting to buy the specific games you actually feel like playing, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
That's a valid
and-
point because you do get a large library, and most of the time, does anybody have enough time to play all those titles?
If it came down to it though, and I had to choose, and if I had to choose one, they forced us to go this route. I know Steam will come out with something, so probably Steam.
Well, let's round out really quick to what you just mentioned before, McBoss Nasty. We're talking about the next question is: does the price validate the worth of the content? In other words, the price points that I sent you. So, $15 a month for Origins, or you can pay $100 for the year, or $9.99 a month for the Xbox Game Pass. Those price points make it worth what you're getting out of it. McBoss Nasty, how do you feel about that?
So for me, I'm gonna. It's funny. I think I'm split down the middle a little bit here, but ultimately I'm gonna say no. Speaking from Origins Access, going back to what I was saying earlier about the game content for Origin Access, it's just too old now. Like I don't want to play the old Mass Effects. I don't want to play the old Battlefields.
Right.
I don't want to play the old games. And the new games like Battlefield 5. That's the other game they're coming out with. Battlefield 5. I'd rather just buy that one regularly. EA doesn't bring enough solid games to me a year to justify $100 a year. On the other side of that, the reason why I said split down the middle is because Xbox Game Pass, I think that is a good deal. I just don't know. Me being as old school as I am, as far as wanting to buy the game, I still don't know if I'd ever go for it. But I can see the Xbox Game Pass being more. I just need. Right now, it's not worth it to me though. I need a better list of games, personally.
Okay.
I just need a better list of games. It's not that it's not good. I need more. I need more quantity. That's it. Not a better list. I need more quantity.
Awesome, great points, man. All right, Muggin, how are you feeling about this, man? Pricing and all that good stuff.
Right. So the question is, pricing. Is it worth it? Do I
Is it
feel like
worth,
it's worth? Okay.
worth what you're getting out of it for this type of same price?
So, let me start it off with I don't know about you guys, but I consider myself a hardcore gamer. Hardcore meaning I play a lot of games, not hardcore meaning I go pro, because we all know that ain't true. What I mean is, but what I'm saying is
But we damn try.
we damn try. But what I'm saying is I play a lot of fucking games, but I still can't play everything, especially everything that comes out. I mean, there's sometimes they slip through the cracks, you know.
Right.
Game Pass for me it's a tool so that I can access some of the older games that I missed out on. A good example would be Dead Space. I haven't played any of those. I've heard they were really fun, really scary.
Great
They're
games.
co-op, so you
Great
know
franchise,
there's a
yes.
Joe's Play episode right there. But you know what I'm saying? Price-wise, it's 100% worth it, especially just in that aspect alone. I can go back and play a bunch of old games that if I went to like GameSpot, I'd be paying, or GameStop. If I went to GameStop, I'd be paying way too much for this old ass game. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I also want to point out for the EA subscription, you only specified the monthly and the yearly, but for the upgraded version. You can get the $30 version, which is what I have. I paid for $30 a year.
Yes. Yeah.
So
And it's worth mentioning because that is a way better price in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about Origins Access, which is $6.99 a month, which you only get access to the Vault games though. But let me specify, they add their games to the Vault 6 to 8 months after launch. That's very critical. So with
depends on the game.
No. It took them.
Hardline was in it 2 months.
Okay, well that was an epic fail game.
It certainly was. But that brings me to my next point.
You're
Epic
right,
fails.
you're right.
I can go back and play that epic fail and not feel bad for having bought it because I fucking didn't.
I completely agree. I think you're right on the money. Where you're not forking over $60 for a game that you can be potentially paying $10, $15 a month. I'm just kind of rounding out.
Right.
$15 a month, and it fails. But then you have a whole other library of games that you can be like, oh well, I got this too.
But I will say the $100 a year is I agree with that price as well because you will get brand new games when they come out. And, $60 a month every time a new game comes out. Next year is going to be, the next couple months are going to be kind of crazy for EA. So,
right. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what else they're going to be putting in there. Yeah.
Right. In terms of the Game Pass, I don't see it not being worth it. They said that all new games will be coming onto it. I don't know if it's going to be immediate, but some games were certainly. That's how we play Sea of Thieves. That's how I own the game State of Decay 2, even though it was kind of a fail in my opinion. But when it came out, I was able to play it. I was able to play it and find out if I actually would like it and put in enough hours to judge that.
Okay, I think there's great points for both of them. What you guys said with the validity on the content. I have one question. Don't laugh. Let's go. Let's get this question out really quickly. But this is just something I've been thinking about. Potentially, if subscription-based gaming increases, say more companies, publishers start jumping on this bandwagon, saying, "Hey, you still buy our games for $60, but we're gonna do access all our games for like $10 a month." Could this potentially change game prices? Instead of $60, will it force companies to lower prices or even raise them to compete against subscription-based gaming? And I say this because think about Blockbuster and Netflix, right? Netflix is a subscription-based service that you can have, and it killed Blockbuster. No one wanted to go.
Straight up killed them.
And we can go through the whole history of it. The future is having access to games right away. Internet's becoming accessible everywhere. Will that, I'm not going to say damage games, but will it kind of impact pricing?
I'm gonna say honestly, probably not. And if it does, I don't think it's gonna do it anytime soon. Maybe in our lifetime, but I doubt it. And the reason why I say that is because going back to the history of games, they've always been $60. Even back when Super Nintendo existed, you're paying around $50 a game. Even Nintendo 64 game in 1998, $60 a game. It's just the fluctuation of price differences and stuff like that. I just don't think it's going to change. It could, however, I doubt it. So another thing is publishers just are going to have to decide if they want to stream their games. Not saying publishers are going to say no to this, because once they see the value in it, they're going to jump on board. Anyway, my opinion, I don't think so. Based off history and just based off, we are in the digital age, and gaming price has not changed, even though the convenience of getting them is way better. Yeah. But they're still the exact same. Point. If not more, and that brings up our roundtable from a few weeks ago, DLC prices. If not, the prices are more, and people are actually jumping on the prices still. I'm one of those suckers. I buy DLC all the time. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, that's it.
Great. No, I love it. Great. I agree with a lot of those. Muggin, what you got for us, man? What do you think about this?
Yeah. So it basically goes back to what I was saying, and what PJ PJ was mentioning it. I mean, I do think it definitely could change the price because you look at Netflix. It didn't necessarily take physical discs away,
True.
but it damn near killed them. I mean, yes, of course they still get sold, and of course there's still people that buy physical copies, and sometimes you want physical copies of some things. And so those aren't going to go away completely. No way. But when you have all of these games on demand right when you want them, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. Later on, this could be more of the future, the way devs do it. But it also reduces the amount of cost that for shipping, for physical discs manufacturing, for putting those, paying the people to do those things. Obviously, they're still going to happen, but they can cut back on those costs and put that money towards something else. Servers, towards enhancing whatever their product is, whatever their service is. But if if a big one like Steam does it, it'll take off and change the fucking world.
McBoss Nasty, you look like you wanted to say something really quick, bro.
Really quick, I going off what he said about changing the shipping costs. I agree. I don't think that'll happen right away. Think about it right now. Okay. We are in the digital age. I guarantee you 70%, I'm just going to throw out a number, 70% of the gamers our age are 100% downloading games offline. But we still pay $60, if not more. So getting rid of shipping costs, getting rid of all that, that's not a factor in gaming anymore. It is in a very small way, but it's not as I don't think it's as big a factor as you're thinking it is. Not for getting it out to the general public and costing them money. I don't know. I'm just at a ballpark. If they have a $100,000 budget, let's say they use 10,000 of it on shipping, if even that, 5,000, because they're shipping it in bulk, and FedEx is like, oh shit, EA, all right, yeah. Well, what kind of discount do you want?
Well, I'm sure there are also costs of producing the game cover, the actual discs. They got to buy the disc. They got to produce the disc, the game art, that kind of stuff.
And I'm not.
They have to work with the manufacturer to ensure that all the discs are. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to take anything away.
The game goes gold.
Change.
Money.
I'm not trying to take anything away. It could change. Right. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think us as the consumer public will see the change in our money, except by paying $30 for the subscription price a month. Other than that, me still buying the game, I think it'll still be $60, or like $50. I don't think it's going to be a huge drop in price. That'd be amazing, though.
I mean, the more we can get out of our games, gamers, for the less money, the more everyone will be happy, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So
anyway, I'm done. That's it.
Awesome, great content, you guys. All right, so that kind of concludes this roundtable. Thank to the boys and all the average Joes here for participating, and I thought we got some great content today. Everyone that's viewing, appreciate you guys tuning in. Wait until next week where I have another roundtable. Anyways, Muggin, McBoss Nasty, I'm Islander Pig. We'll see you guys next week, and stay average.
Later, guys.